What up, everybody? It's your boy Avel did it back with another one. However you got here, whether you already subscribed to the channel, whether I popped up on your news feed, whether somebody told you about me and you're checking me out for the first time. However you got here was meant for you to be here, so I appreciate it. Before I get started, if you can hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for the content. You did it? Cool. Shouts out to everybody who keep hitting that like button, that subscribe button, sharing the content. Y'all know I truly appreciate it. So, to y'all, I like to say every time before I get started, thank you. I truly appreciate every last one of you guys. All right, who we got up, y'all? We got that girl Glorilla up right now. What? Yeah. We got Hallelujah up right now, y'all. Yeah. And the thing is I'm starting to think that Atlanta, they don't like rappers in their town. What? Because Boosie has a lot of problems. I see Glorilla. The list goes on and on. YSL, Lucci, all of them, they have problems. Atlanta don't want them there, so I don't know why they stay. So here it is. Glorilla got arrested again. What? Yes. So let's hear what they got to say.
On your news leader, Memphis rapper Glorilla is arrested in Georgia just days before she's set to perform at her Glow Bash at FedEx Forum. What? Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hirsch. She was arrested on drug charges. However, Glorilla's attorney says there's more to the story. WRG's Raven Copeland joins us now live from FedEx Forum. And Raven, fans are wondering if this will impact tomorrow's concert there.
Yeah, Greg and Stephanie, organizers tell WREG that the show will go on. Today, the FedEx Forum tweeted a ticket link for the Glow Bash, and they tweeted that out for people to buy more tickets. They said the tickets are still on sale, and that will happen tomorrow night at the FedEx Forum. Now, as fans prepare...
Hey, y'all, I don't know who's going to the show, but if there's tickets still available, I'm going to take it that the ticket sales didn't do that good. What? It trips me out. Everybody want to have their own bash now. You got Chris Breezy, even though he ain't a rapper, but still, he got his own little tour thing. He has a name for, a theme name for. Now Glorilla has one. Boosie, you got the Boosie Bash. Everybody doing these little things. So I'm thinking hers not sold out because most of them do it at like pool parties or at the club, unless you're like Chris Brown doing it big. But yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea for Glow. I don't know if she can sell out an arena by herself. I don't know. I'm not saying she can't, I just don't know. But so far as saying that they have found drugs in her possession or in her house. Let's finish it.
Prepare for the event, Glorilla, her attorney, and the community are reacting to her arrest in Georgia.
Days before Glorilla is set to headline her inaugural Glow Bash at the FedEx Forum, she was arrested on drug charges in Forsyth County, Georgia. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office says this all started in the overnight hours of Saturday, July 20th, when deputies responded to a burglary call at the rapper's home. The police...
Wait, let's go back and look at that, y'all. Let me see. It says Saturday, July 20th, approximately 1:30 a.m. Uniformed patrol deputies from the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office responded to a report of a burglary in progress at a residence in the St. Marlo's subdivision. It was reported that 3 suspects had entered the home and were in the process of stealing items when an armed occupant fired at the intruders. The suspects fled the scene, and it does not appear that any of them were struck. No injuries were reported among the home's occupants. Despite an extensive search involving Uniform Patrol K-9 teams and the FCSO drone unit, the suspects were not located. So apparently, the police were called. I'm assuming it was at Glow's house, and some people tried to break in. I'm not saying it was her. I do know that she's a licensed firearm carrier, but somebody in her house pulled out the blick and shot at the assailants, and I guess they didn't call the police. Somebody else did, because they guess they was like, okay, they got away, everything good. We ain't calling the police. So that's why the police came out to her house. All right, it says, due to the nature of the incident involving a burglary and shots fired, major crimes detectives and the crime scene unit responded and initiated a thorough investigation. While on the scene, deputies detected a strong odor consistent with illegal narcotics, assuming it was the greenery. It says, as a result, the Linear Regional Drug Task Force was contacted and responded to the residents. Based on the information obtained during the initial investigation, task force agents secured a search warrant for the home. What? So, man, hey, Georgia, that's what I'm saying. I do not want to live in any state where the greenery is not legal. I'm serious. What? I won't even come to your state if it ain't legal. I'm just keeping it real. If it ain't legal in your state, there's no reason for me to be there. So Texas, Atlanta, wherever, Georgia, whatever, if they ain't legal, I will never go there until it's formally legal in that state. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. It says, because they were able, just because they smelled marijuana, they were able to obtain a search warrant for somebody's house just because they smell it. That's big. It says, while on the scene, deputy detected strong odor. Okay. It says, based on information obtained during the initial investigation, task force agents secured a search warrant for the home. A significant amount of marijuana was discovered in plain view inside the master bedroom closet. The homeowner, Miss Gloria Woods, who was not present during the burglary, was subsequently charged with felony possession of marijuana and possession of Schedule I controlled substance. What? Wow. Mrs. Wood voluntarily turned herself in to the Forest County Jail on July 22nd, 2025. She was released the same day on a $22,000 bond. Wow. So they not playing in Georgia about the greenery. From my understanding, they found an ounce, what was that, 28 grams, and they making it sound like she was out trapping in her house. All right, let's continue. Let's continue with the story, y'all.
Rapper's home. The police report shows someone in the home fired shots at a group of people who broke in and stole items. The suspects were gone when deputies arrived, and during their investigation, deputies say they smelled illegal drugs. Deputies then executed a search warrant and found marijuana inside the master bedroom closet. They charged Glorilla, the homeowner, with felony marijuana possession and possession of Schedule I controlled substance.
If it was anybody else, if it was another Jane Doe, it's just because it's Glorilla, they make a big deal out of it. Yeah. If it was Lakeisha down the street, it would have been nothing.
Glorilla's attorney, Marissa Goldberg, tells WREG that the rapper was out of town and her family was home at the time of the burglary. Your news leader went on Bill Street to hear what people have to say about her arrest.
I think that's the absolutely most craziest thing I've ever heard, because she wasn't there, first and foremost. Second of all, we don't necessarily know what happened in that situation. The robbers could have left it there. Anything could have happened.
She wouldn't even been there.
Okay, now that lady went too far talking about the robbers broke in to steal, but they left their weed. Come on, lady. We all know it was hers. It was in her closet, in her room, but it still doesn't give the fact that they were able to get a search warrant because they smelled marijuana and they only found an ounce, and she wasn't home, even though it was in her closet. Of course, her lawyer is going to argue, how can you say it was hers when she wasn't home and she had people in her house? There was actually somebody with a firearm who actually blicked at these dudes, and they probably so hood, they like, oh, that ain't nothing, we don't need the police. Let's continue.
So how do you know somebody that planted drugs? How do you know somebody in her family that had it? How do you know? It could be anything.
Now, Glorilla was released the same day on a $22,260 bond. And again, she is expected to perform tomorrow night at her Glow Bash at FedEx Forum. Now, she tweeted about her arrest and she said, long story short, my house gets invaded and I'm the only one that gets arrested. Now, Glorilla's attorney says that there have not been any arrest warrants in touch with that home invasion. And she went on to say that Glorilla is a victim, not a suspect. Reporting live from downtown Memphis for your news leader, Raven Copeland.
Yeah, so yeah, y'all, Glorilla. I think Fannie Willis is just hard up for cases, man. Ever since the YSL trial and she lost that case, she's trying to get any hip hop artist she can. I wouldn't be surprised because of the it is illegal in Georgia. I wouldn't be surprised if she got probation. But then again, to me, I don't see how they was able to get a search warrant because they smelled it. What if that wasn't the house they smelled it at? You see what I'm saying? Wow. So there it is, y'all. I want to know what y'all think down below. Do you guys think that the weed belonged to Glow, or was it somebody in her family? I want to know what y'all think down below. That's all the time I got for this topic. Please make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And y'all already know I'm going to be back with some more reaction videos, some more news. So I'm definitely going to catch y'all on the next night. Peace.